Alright, welcome back to another video. Alright, let's look at the board. Interesting wood placement. It's a little diamond in the middle. Good amount of wood on the board. Not a lot of ore though. Ore, wheat. See, not a lot of ore. There's a lot of wheat, a lot of sheep. Yeah, that's a good placement. I would have actually maybe even considered the 10-8-3 there, but I think that's a really solid placement by red. Very safe placement. He's on ore, wheat, and sheep. We are in the third position, which isn't too bad, but still a little concerning on this board with the small amount of ore we have. Okay, so black goes for the wood and the brick. Let's see. So the 8-3-4, I'm looking at the 8-5-10 is just a lot of production. And I think that might be what I want to do. Now, the only thing is, what would orange take? Because he could definitely close out the ore. He could take the 5-3-11 and the 5-6-9. A lot of sheep, but he would be on double ore, double sheep, wheat. See, you could also take the 3-4-8 and the 5-6-11. That would be the best case scenario, because then we could take the 3-10-11. I love the production on this with this settlement placement, and I love the fact that we have 2 3-1s. The hard question here is, what would we pair with this? And that's what I'm a little concerned about. The 2-9-10 maybe. We might honestly want the 4-5-8, because then we have a little bit more resources to play with. Because the 8-5-10 isn't going to be flexible until I hit the 3-1. I am running out of time though. So we're going to have to make a game time decision. And I think we are going to do this. Now this unfortunately really hinges on what orange does. If he takes the 3-11-10 spot, then we are really not in a good spot, because we just have way too much wheat, way too much sheep to really do anything with. If that is the case, he takes the 10-11-3. We need to find another placement that is high production so that we can use these 3-1 ports and pray, because that's all we'll be able to do. Okay, so he does take the 5-6-11. My assumption now is that he's going to take the 3-8-4. And he does. Okay, so now we have an option to take the so now we can take the 11-10-3, which is probably what I'll take, and go to the right. Or we take the 2-10-9 placement and we go up to the 6. So at least we can pair something with the wood. And maybe even swing around to that wood port, the 10. Because the problem with this 3-11-10 spot is that it doesn't give us a lot of flexibility. There's not going to be a lot of good settlement placements off of this. That being said, I still think I want to go for it. Let's see, what would black pick? Black needs... I don't know what black... I think black really put himself in a tough position. He'll probably go to that wood port. There's a good chance it goes to that wood port. He could take the 9-10-2 and go up to the left. That would probably be what black's doing. He'll get longest road. That's not a horrible placement. He just has no sheep. He's banking on longest road. And orange would probably get this 3-11-6 spot. We are running out of time again, so we are going to pick this settlement placement, and we'll go up. Because if black doesn't pick the 9-10-2 placement, then we'll have a good expansion spot. Black picks the 9-10. Very interesting. I think he's going to have a lot of trouble, black is. I definitely disagree with this placement because he has no ore. And now he can't connect his road, so there's always a potential now that orange can get longest road depending on where red goes. I think red, the smartest decision he could do in this position is the 3-6-11. Maybe the 2-9-10 and go up to the 6. And then maybe connect his roads at some point. That's another option. Okay, it looks like that's what he's doing. And he's going up to the 6. Honestly, I think that's a good settlement placement. I think we are going to hold for the city here. Orange is placing the robber. You should probably put on this 10 and steal from either me or red. I think red definitely has probably one of the better settlements, or one of the better setups. Now orange has a lot of expansion potential as well, so orange is another threat. Okay, and red steals from orange here. Another 7, 3 7s in a row. Black, who does black steal from? Maybe red. Probably be the best thing too. He might steal from me thinking I'm fighting him for the 3-1. Okay, but it looks like he steals from red, which is good. I think red has the best setup. I have a decent setup. Me and orange might be tied. Orange, what I don't like about his setup is the fact that he doesn't have... See if anyone takes this. Is that he doesn't have a ton of ore. And that's going to really make it hard for him to make something of this. Okay, so no one's trading. I think we're going to have to go for the dev card here. We might have to start stealing from orange, only because they're going to be fighting us for army. Okay, so we did get the ore. That is very huge, and we're going to settle up this 10-3-11. And the reason for that is to even out our ratios with the ore, the wheat, and the sheep. Okay, so he robs from me. Makes sense, takes my wood. What's interesting about what orange is doing now is he's really doubling down on the development cards, which it'll win him army, but he has a lot of great expansion opportunities. And so I don't know if I would necessarily be spending all my ore on dev cards this early on. Black not getting any trades. I'm surprised black hasn't expanded yet. The 4-for-1's is sheep. I think we're going to steal from red here. We did get the wood. I doubt anyone makes this trade, but we'll see. Now I'm sure red either blocks the... Red's probably going to block the 5. That'd be the best block for him. And then stealing from me. Or the 3. That works too. Takes my sheep. The problem with an early city is that you end up getting robbed quite a bit. Whereas I wasn't getting robbed before. But a priority now is to get a road to this 3-to-1 because it would be very easy for black to cut me off here since he's on so much road material. And then a road to this 9-4-11. And then we'll want to city up the 8-5-10 and start using that 3-to-1. Now, what's the 6 rolled? 7, 2, the 9, the 7, the 11. Those 6s were rolled. So I think we might block red here again, unfortunately. I know red doesn't like that, but I think it is the best block because once he gets on that 6, his game's going to go much faster. Because right now he has nothing to pair with that wood, so he has a bunch of dead wood sitting in his hand. So now red's investing in dev cards as well. Alright, now who do we block here? See the 5 hit, the now I don't think anyone has brick, unfortunately. I think our best bet might be to 4-for-1. Our wood for the brick, fortunately, but we do need that road as soon as possible, so that's what we're going to have to do. And we don't want to 7 out. Now, that could be a debatable move because you might want to play the odds in that situation and just accept the fact that you might be getting 7'd out, but at least you don't have to lose all your wood. You can select the material you lose. So red steals from me now, probably because I've been robbing him this whole game. Totally understand. Now, what will black do? He probably should put it on the 10, and he does. And he robs from red, which is good. We'll try 2 cards here. It's probably smart that no one trades here because it's going to be really tough for me to get to get wood. It's going to be tough for me to get this road. So definitely a smart block on the 10, because now I'm going to have a lot of dead wheat and dead sheep in my hand. See if we can get one more card out of this. I unfortunately can't trade the brick. Okay, so we really need to get a road here, because it makes all the sense in the world for orange to come over and get us. But no one will trade. Which is smart for them. Now, orange is making a critical mistake in the chat by picking a fight with black. I do not think that's a very smart move, because when he starts rolling sevens, he's going to be more prone to block orange because he's been pestering blacks. So I know it's a small thing, but still you got to consider it. But definitely worried now about black cutting me off. It makes more sense for him to get that brick port, and even more efficient for him, but it does hurt my game quite a bit if he takes the 3-1 from me. So if he recognizes it, I think that's the better play. Okay, so we are going to have to rob black here, because we need a wood. If not, we will have to 4 for 1, because we can't risk this. So we are gonna have to 4 for 1. Unfortunate, but I think my connection's going out though, so we'll see if we can actually. There we go. So getting on this 3-1 is going to be critical. Orange finally expands. And red blocks the 6, which is interesting. I guess black now has the most... He has the most settlements, but I would still be a little weary to be blocking black, because he just doesn't have a lot of expansion opportunities. So I definitely wouldn't be using the aggressive knight there, because, I mean, red's been getting blocked quite a bit, so I'm not sure if I would waste the knight on that. However, we do get our second city. And we'll need this too, because unfortunately we have to rely on our production in this game. I might want to look at orange a little bit more, because they can expand to the 6, 3, 11, and once they get on double 4 pips of ore, which is doubling up on that 3, they're going to be in a good spot. They'll have a lot more flexibility, because the second that 3 hits a couple times, they have a city and they're on plenty of wheat. So I know red has an ore here, so that's what we're going to push for. I think we will take this. Looking back, actually, I shouldn't have taken that, because I can't actually do anything with this wood on my turn. Okay, let's see if anyone has a brick they can give me. If not, we probably will just go ahead and invest in a dev card. Okay, that's a good dev card. So we got a Monopoly. That'll help us a ton. And orange drops from black again. That's very interesting to me. I don't think orange drops from black. I don't think orange has a really strong potential to win this at this point in the game. Because he'll get 5 settlements down pretty quick, but that 6 is going to have to hit quite a bit for him to start upgrading these into cities. So I think he's going to end up with 5 points, but I think at this point it's either red or orange who's my biggest competitor. Something I can think about is if I keep hitting some 11s, or if I get on this 9 for 11 spot, then I could always try to mono the brick for a sneaky road play. I'll keep that in the back of my head. Okay, we do have the settlement now, which is huge. Yeah, so we're already seeing how fast Red's game's ramping up now that they have that 6. Now eliminating would be nice. Wow, so orange monos the ore. Sorry, not the ore, the brick. Now, I don't know what he plans to do with all that. I mean, I guess he can 2-to-1 his sheep. Build to that 3, 11, 6 nicely, but I don't know how effective of a mono that was. I think if I were orange, I would have definitely monoed the ore, since that's what he's missing. Let's see what orange gives me. Sorry, my connection's lagging quite a bit. So it gives me the sheep. It was smart, by the way, that he built these roads up and down so that I'm not able to get to the 3, 6, 11. Definitely smart on him. Let's see. I was considering monoing the ore. But I know I'd only get a couple ore. I don't know if it's really worth it. I think I'm going to save it for a better mono. I would say orange is our biggest competitor at this point, especially once they get on that 3, 6, 11. Black I'm not worried about at all. So do we want to mono the brick now? That is the question. I think we will. Okay, so we want to build to this 9, 4, 11. And that's huge. Now we're at 6, and we have a lot more production for a 3-to-1 port. And we can always sneak road. Let's see. Now I don't want to make people too scared of me here. So let's start with the dev card. So knight. And let's do that for safekeeping. The knight's going to just help protect us a little bit. So we can get this 10 rolling. Now I might have made a mistake by not putting the road down. The reason I didn't put the road down is because the second people start seeing that I want to connect my roads is when they start blocking me a lot more, because they know that's my intention and I'll get 2 points from it. So I want to avoid that the best I can. Okay, so I think we're fine to go to this 3-4. I don't think black will outpace us in production. And he also can't build a settlement, so we are going to do that. At this point, going for road makes more sense. We're holding at 6. Could 7 out, but I wouldn't be that mad about it, because if we got rid of our sheep, there's always a chance that the 3 doesn't hit. But we do have our settlement. It might make sense to start blocking orange. There you go. It might make sense to start blocking orange on that 4. So Let's go for a dev card here. Perfect. Okay, that's the best one we could have hoped for, because we have the 3-for-1 for all our brick. I'm sure orange is going to be going for road here. Steals from me, makes the most sense. Let's see. Yep, he's definitely connecting. Now, does he have enough for the city is the question. He might. Oh, he's pulling for it. Okay, so we need to get road as soon as possible. Okay, let's see if black wants to work together with me. If not, it's most likely the case that orange wins, because I need road this next. So let's see if black takes this. He does. Thank goodness. Okay, so now we have road, which is huge. And I think we're going to keep this as well, just in case orange tries to take it from us. We still don't have the win in hand. Orange can't always 2-to-1 his sheep, so it's really important that we block this 6 and keep road. I'm surprised he's getting devs at this point because, okay, so he's just going to keep trying for road, which makes sense. I think I will start. Oh, I need to block the 6. Definitely. Because he'll get a free card out of that, which is his wood. These 4 hits. Okay, so we are going to trade out the wood just in case orange robs from us. We are going to extend our road one more time. Puts it on the 10, he robs from me, but thankfully he just gets sheep. So I think I might pull for the VP because right now almost all the knights are out of the game. Black has a VP. Yeah, they definitely should be blocking me at this point. So I think it's pretty likely at this point that we can get a VP. if we roll a 5 or a 10 wheat. Tough game for red. I was definitely expecting him to do much better. But I think blocking him that early game and him not getting on the 6 really hurt his game. Whereas once orange got to the 6, 9, 12 and the sheep port, it was just a way faster game for him. Okay, so orange can probably take row from me now. His 4s roll up quite a few times. Yep, I think he will take it. Get robbed. Makes sense. We just need a couple more cards to hit. I mean, every dev card is going to be a victory point at this point. Those question marks represent how many devs are left in the game, and we're getting down to the wire. Oh. Okay, well, we have to extend our road. So that's what we'll do. Thank God the 7 hit, because now orange has to 7 out. He won't be able to extend his road. And that's what he needs at this point to win. And he blocks the 10, makes sense. Takes my ore. This has been a road battle of the century. It's funny, if I don't roll a wheat, I'm going to have to just keep extending my road. I mean, it's the only thing I can do at this point. But we get it. Okay, we're going to pull for it for sure. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's go. Great game. That was super close. Super close game. I made the mistake of not blocking orange earlier in the game and focusing on blocking red. And looking back, red didn't have a ton of expansion spots compared to orange. I just saw that he was on more ore, wheat and sheep, so I should have blocked orange more early on and almost blocked black no times. I knew this was going to happen where he got stuck at 5 because he's just on no ore. You can't win unless you have at least some ore or some good ports with great production. I didn't expect to go for road, but it's good that we had these territories open. I think orange played a great game. Very efficient with his resources. I think he just started off on too little resources and had a too slow of a start. I think that's the reason why he didn't win the game. So definitely a great game overall. Let's look at the stats. Yeah, a lot of knights got pulled. Not even all of the victory points. Yeah, orange had great production. Great game overall. I think orange played a great game, minus trash talking people in the chat. You're just going to get robbed more often. I think we saw that towards the middle of the game. But anyway, thank you for watching. Feel free to subscribe. Subscribe if you want to see some more Catan content. Thanks for watching.